YouTube, it's your boy King Tyson, and I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like and subscribe, and you always watch the full video. So I've been gone, but it's been too hot to even set up my thing to do a video, bro. It been too hot. Obviously, wherever he's at too, because this is the first time I think this is probably the first time I ever seen it in a white tee. But it's hot, bro. Make sure you stay hydrated, bro, so we can get over this heat wave.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Detroit rapper that was killed after 129 shots were let off at a funeral.
Police are trying to find the people responsible for
funeral
a shooting that took
crazy,
place at a
dog.
funeral gathering.
Neighbors describe the scene as like
That's crazy because, like, you know for a fact you're shooting at people who have nothing to do with whatever you came for. You came because you have beef with this one person or these certain people. These people are in a mix of all these innocent people. Like, bro, wait another time, another day, or just don't do it. Like, that is crazy.
the Wild West.
It was multiple people that were armed, and so it was members in the crowd shooting back, and members from the vehicle shooting into the crowds.
This is really, really dangerous to have, you know, a Wild West shootout in a residential neighborhood. And here it is, my property's hit, my neighbors' properties are hit. Thank God there's been no other tragedy, any other loss of life.
Police recovered 129 shell casings at that same
August 18th,
Damn, boy.
2025. Just before 8 p.m.
You hear 129 and you think that this is from one pistol. It's 129 because it was probably like at least 6 people shooting.
The Detroit Police Department received a call for shots fired near a park on the east side of the city. Investigators would later learn this was the location of a repast following a funeral. Witnesses reported a burgundy Chrysler 300 drove by the repast, examining who all was in the crowd before opening fire with rifles. 2 women were shot, 1 man was killed, and 129 shell casings would be recovered by police. The amount of firepower going off by a playground was a clear indication that someone wanted someone else dead. Investigators located 3 main areas with shell casings.
More like it didn't
and
even get the person
this
who came
wasn't just
for
a
it,
targeted attack, but a full-blown gunfight as members of the funeral shot back. Because of the large amount of casings left, it's believed some even used machine guns. 5 homes on that block were struck by gunfire. The 2 women that were shot were in their late 20s, and the man that was killed was identified as 26-year-old Daniel Avery, a father of 5. But in the streets of Detroit, he was known as the rapper BandGang Boom. BandGang is a group of rappers from the west side of Detroit. They've been making noise in the Detroit music scene since as far back as 2014, originating with 6 members: Biggs, Javar, AJ, Lonnie, Meso, and Will. The rap group was affiliated with an older gang in the city called TTO, short for the Takeover. TTO warred with a rival gang known as TNO, Trust No One. Smaller and younger gangs would form under the older generation of TTO and TNO members. With the newer generations inheriting old beef,
I still be done when you see people, again, from a small city that a lot of people are not making out of, like, black people, bro. It's like, y'all, we are just so dumb, bro. Like, again, you're in the city. You see a lot of people are not making it out. Instead of, like, bro, stop making new crews. Like, if you're making a crew, like, to where y'all are strictly like a crew and y'all are motivating each other to get money to, you know, start businesses, that's cool. But if you're starting a crew to be a street crew, bro, you're dumb. You're feeding into, like, the narrative that's already going. Nobody's making it out, and you're just adding to the list.
murders began taking place, and BandGang was guilty by association.
How about let's stop making these crews and let's start supporting the ones that are trying to make it. So therefore they can make it, and then you can try, and then you can get supported, and then you can make it, and then
2020 was by far the hardest year for BandGang. In September, 25-year-old AJ, who also went by the name Jizzle P, was gunned down sitting in a Chrysler 300 outside of his mom's house. A witness would report his mom screaming at the scene. 3 months later, Paid Will was shot and killed after a so-called domestic dispute. It's alleged he stashed money at his girlfriend's house. An associate or family member of hers found it and stole it. It's alleged Will found out, put hands on the person that stole it in their house, and was shot and killed by the homeowner. In May of 2021, Lonnie was shot in the head, hand, mouth, and wrist in Las Vegas, but luckily he survived. As the original members began falling off with the music, BandGang Boom, who went by the name The Godfather, was able to step into the spotlight as an up-and-coming member. Boom was no angel in the city though, and when news spread that he died, a series of posts of dead people would lead many to believe Boom was responsible for their deaths. One man specifically was Freaky from TMC, aka Too Much Cash. Freaky was killed in a triple shooting in June of 2019, his 2 friends surviving the attack. It's alleged Boom was the one who killed him, but apparently this had nothing to do with Boom getting shot, and it's believed Boom wasn't even the target. See, Boom was attending the funeral of 22-year-old Dion Davis, who was more commonly known as 5'6". 5'6" was rumored to have been killing a lot, and he was even indicted by the feds in 2021. He got on Instagram Live taunting his ops with a switch. 5 days later, agents recovered the gun off him, stating he drew attention to himself after being involved in several shootings on Detroit's east side. The feds also established 5'6" was a member of the 700 gang, a troubled youth.
A lot of that, like, if he's getting away with all this or he's doing this stuff, bro, people be snitching, dog. Rightfully so, though. You niggas need to go.
5'6" was only 17 when he and another teen were being chased by police after a string of robberies, and their getaway vehicle would crash into another, instantly killing a mother of 3, whose 3 kids and dog were inside of the car at the time. 5'6" was killed on August 6th. His car fired into by another vehicle, causing him to crash and run on foot before collapsing. It's alleged that 5'6"'s funeral was shot up by his ops, and while Boom and the 2 females who were shot weren't direct targets, they knew what came with attending a killer's funeral. And they weren't the only ones in attendance. Another rapper named Lil Mello from 700 was there. The day after the funeral, Mello would be shot in the face and chest on the freeway, but luckily survived. An Instagram page by the name of Detroit Hits would recover the surveillance footage of 5'6" being killed, as well as the footage of Mello in the hospital room. Detroit has always maintained a bloody reputation, and hearing 129 shots went off at a funeral is enough to get anyone's attention. Rest in peace to the many victims of Detroit.
Oh God, cause those to the people that were lost, bro. It's just, again, bro, like, it's just so dumb how people like, bro, stop promoting the gang shit to these kids. Because these kids, they grow up and then they want to be you. And then that's how another crew could get started. That's all they keep doing. You promote it to the kids see, oh, I'm going to do that when I get older. Kids are sponges. They see you, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be a tough guy, I'm going to slide, I'm going to have this and do that. They see it from the older people. And that's how, again, new crews, shit just never stops because there's just more and more people just getting at it. And everybody just still just dying.
Detroit streets. Now, the second we hear of a funeral getting shot up, the first thing that comes to mind is Wooski. In Chicago, when that funeral got hit up, that was major. That was, and Wooski survived, but he never fully recovered, if that makes sense. To hear 129 shots went off at a funeral or a repast, whatever.
Luckily, only one person got hit.
It just shows you how far people are willing to take things. If 5'6" was really out here spanking shit like they said he was, he put a lot of hate into people's hearts. to the point that they'll pull up to a funeral and fire off indiscriminately at whoever's there. You know, when you die at a young age, like what, 22, your mother's there, your grandmother's there, your aunt, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters. They're pulling up with switches, drakes, and firing at everybody.
Bruh, to have to come to a funeral strapped up is crazy. I would land somebody to rest. This time of mourning, bro. You finna make somebody mourn even more. Damn.
Crazy amount of hate to have for someone that was only 22 years old. They put that much damage on this earth at 22 years old that even after they died a violent death, their funeral got to get shot up too. And this must hit major for Detroit because, you know, BandGang has
must be only one spot for this shit.
They've literally just watched them fade. And I mean, that, I guess, goes for anybody. You know, if you look at Chicago and all the different sets in Chicago, from fucking Old Block to 600, none of them are the same anymore. They had that time period where they were on a run and some of them blew and became millionaires and left the city. Everyone else got left behind, went to prison, got killed. And then now, whoever's left is just working regular jobs. You know what I mean? Still in the trenches, trying to make it happen.
It don't work,
it's sad,
bro.
But everybody can't come with you. And everybody isn't gonna make it. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section. I mean, this is crazy. This is a man that was killed for attending the funeral of a killer. And I guess all we can say is it wasn't the wrong place at the wrong time because he knew where he was at. He knew where he was going. It's just the wrong people to be around. It's 1090.
Yeah, that's crazy though, man. Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. Again, people, it's time to do better, bro. Like again, like I ain't woke. I ain't saying like nothing major, but there are a lot more things that people need to be worried about. I'm gonna say that.